Have you ever stopped to think about what life is like in a country that's both overcrowded and one of the world's largest centers of cheap labor? Bangladesh, with over 170 million people, is a place where most live in conditions unimaginable to many of us. It has become a focal point for major brands to exploit its workforce. Few people know the true cost behind the luxury labels we use every day. Life in Bangladesh is marked by a constant struggle to survive. In a world where external exploitation is relentless, the wealth flowing from factories doesn't benefit the lives of those who produce it. The reality in Dhaka, the capital, with its crowded, polluted streets, or in coastal areas where workers dismantle old ships, reveals the price Bangladesh's people pay to keep the world moving. This is not a distant issue, it's a story that might change your perspective. Life here moves fast, with millions seeking livelihoods in conditions that test human dignity. Yet, amid the chaos, there are valuable lessons about resilience and adaptation. Located in South Asia, Bangladesh borders India to the west, north, and east, and Myanmar to the southeast, with a southern coastline along the Bay of Bengal. Despite covering only about 147,000 square kilometers, it is one of the world's most densely populated countries, creating a scenario of extreme overcrowding. The geography, marked by vast plains and rivers, also makes it vulnerable to natural disasters like floods and cyclones. Overpopulation presents enormous challenges, with millions competing for scarce job opportunities. The average wage barely covers basic needs, contributing to rising poverty and forcing many into extremely difficult living conditions. The pressure of overpopulation also affects mental health. The stress of intense job competition and high living costs is constant. Chaotic traffic, air pollution, and lack of urban infrastructure add to the tension. Streets are overcrowded, making daily life a struggle for most Bangladeshis. Yet, despite this harsh reality, the people of Bangladesh display impressive resilience. Smiles, hospitality, and hope persist amid the challenges, and cultural celebrations like Pohila Boishak, the Bengali New Year, offer moments of joy and renewal. These moments allow a temporary escape and show the enduring spirit of the people. At the heart of Bangladesh's economy lies a harsh truth: the exploitation of cheap labor. Shipbreaking is a dangerous, poorly regulated industry along coastal regions like Chattogram, where massive vessels are brought ashore and dismantled piece by workers risking their lives daily. Lacking safety equipment, these workers face fatal risks like explosions, falls from heights, and toxic exposure. Working conditions are brutal, resembling modern slavery, with men laboring up to 14 hours a day for a meager wage of $3 to $5. Health risks are severe, with asbestos and other toxic materials leading to respiratory illnesses. Shipbreaking has become a grim symbol of Bangladesh's dependence on cheap labor, as workers, many from poor rural areas, risk their lives for a minimal income. Sewer cleaning is another grim occupation. Workers from marginalized communities perform this vital but dangerous job without proper equipment, exposing themselves to infections and toxic chemicals. Conditions are hazardous, with few protections for their physical and economic well-being. The social stigma attached to this job adds to their hardships, even though they play an essential role in maintaining public health and urban infrastructure. Another major industry in Bangladesh is textiles. As the world's second-largest exporter of clothing, Bangladesh supplies global brands like H&M, Zara, and Nike with goods produced at extremely low costs. While this industry has brought significant investment, it has come at the expense of workers' well-being. Millions of textile workers, mostly women, endure grueling hours in unsafe conditions, with wages that barely cover basic needs. The 2013 Rana Plaza collapse, which killed over 1,000 workers, highlighted the severe safety issues and lack of oversight in factories. Though this tragedy led to improvements in some areas, many workers still struggle for fair conditions. Reflecting on these working conditions can offer a perspective on labor worldwide. Consider the hardships of those who support their families in such dire circumstances, often for minimum wages. Life in Dhaka, with over 21 million residents, is a daily challenge due to overcrowding. Streets are filled with people, and resources and infrastructure are under intense pressure. The accumulation of garbage and poor sanitation create unsanitary conditions, affecting public health. Pollution of rivers and lakes, coupled with air pollution from traffic and industry, impacts citizens' health, with thousands hospitalized each year due to respiratory illnesses. Noise pollution is also significant, as the sounds of car horns, street vendors, and motorcycles fill the air. Traffic congestion causes residents to spend hours commuting, adding to daily stress. Despite these challenges, a strong sense of community prevails. People in Dhaka display warmth and solidarity, even though the lack of infrastructure makes urban life a struggle. Bangladesh's cuisine is a rich blend of vibrant flavors and traditions. Street food is popular, offering an array of affordable dishes like fuchka, chaat poti, and samosas. While these treats are delicious, hygiene concerns make careful choices essential for visitors. Traditional dishes like biryani and hilsa fish, prepared at home, highlight the country's culinary richness. I hope you gained insight into the daily struggles and resilience of the Bangladeshi people.